Hello good people, welcome back to our channel. We're so excited to have you again. Olusegun Obasanjo has been dragged out over an event that took place precisely on December 2001 when he was still in power. As at then, there was his Minister of Justice and also the Attorney General of the Federation, Bola was, murdered. And for those who do not really have much idea about who Bola was, his full name was Chief James Dec.2001. And he was a senior advocate of Nigeria, a politician, and also a Nigerian lawyer. And during the Obasanjo's regime, he was serving as the Minister of Justice and also the Attorney General of the Federation. But shockingly, something happened December 2001, and he was, killed. And it seems the issue has been settled, but just yesterday the issue came up again, and it's really, the question is growing day after day. As at yesterday, it was the person of Bisi Akonde, who is the former interim chairman of the All Progressive Congress APC, that first brought up the question. And in his own words, he said that the government of former President Olusegun Obasanjo was reluctant to find those who killed Bola. I'll just say a few things that he said, and then we look at what another important personality in the Southwest is also saying about the same issue. Now, Bisi Akonde said, I believe what brought problem for Uncle Bola were his charisma, his relentless pursuit of the common good, his magical popularity with the Yoruba people. I knew he might be in trouble the day I witnessed what the PDP leadership later duped the shame at the Liberty Stadium. I believe it was after that outing that some element close to the president met and decided to deal with Bola. The next time Obasanjo would enter that stadium was to participate in the burial ceremony of Ige. There was enough evidence that the government of President Olusegun Obasanjo was reluctant to find the killers of Bola. The man who came hunting for us was President Olusegun Obasanjo, Ige's friend for many years, who became our relentless foe. That was what Bisi Akonde had to say. But today also, a Afenifere lead person talking about Obasanjo has also spoken, and that's what we are going to be looking at in a jiffy. What he has to tell Obasanjo still on that issue, Bola murder, and we're going to be looking at that in a jiffy. But before we do that, if you've not subscribed to our channel, kindly hit the red subscribe button and also the bell icon so that you get notification anytime we publish our videos. Now, according to the news, Ayo Adebanjo, leader of Yoruba socio-political organization Afenifere, on Tuesday said the former President Olusegun Obasanjo has questions to answer on the death of Bola, the ex-Attorney General of the Federation. Ige was assassinated on December 23, 2001 during the administration of Obasanjo. But Bisi Akonde, a founding member of the All Progressive Congress APC, had reawakened the conversation around Ige's assassination in his just published autobiography, My Participation. Akonde in the book alleged that the former president was reluctant in probing Ige's assassination and apprehending his killers. Adebanjo maintained that Obasanjo can't claim innocence over the death of the former AGF. Appearing on Arise News on Tuesday, the Afenifere leader said a lot of questionable deaths happened during the regime of Obasanjo. There is no doubt that Obasanjo's government cannot claim innocence about the death of Bola. Nobody is disputing that. And as far as we are concerned, he has a lot of questions to answer. Because I don't understand how the chief legal officer of the state, with security people guarding him every time, will have security leave him as at the time the assassination came, claiming they go to it. To be candid, a lot of questions, a lot of questionable that happened during the regime of Obasanjo. On that course, in the book of Bisi Akonde, I think there's a point for Obasanjo government to answer. This is like going back into the memory to bring up something that seemed to have been forgotten. And I'm just wondering what this will, the secret this will unveil and all of that. But I like to look at what Nigerians, because immediately this issue came up, a lot of Nigerians have said so much, and we just want to look at that in a jiffy. Someone here says, this is in the past. We should look at how we can solve our security problem. Bola Ige is gone. All what we can do is to learn from his death. Another person says, nothing in this war is hidden. One day, those who were behind the death of Bola Ige will be brought to limelight. Another person here says, this issue does not require so much debating. Those who did it and those behind it knows the truth. Another person here says, whether it happened or not, what we are looking at is how we can solve Nigeria over long issues of insecurity. Another person here says, I don't know why we are going into the memory lane. What are we going to get out of it? I hope that we know that time is short and we have to handle the issue of leadership for now. Bola Ige had his own time. He is gone. He is in the beyond. We cannot be discussing his issues now. Another person replied here and said, I suspect that you are one of the key supporters of Obasanjo. That's why you are talking like this. Issues like this should be digged out and the solution and the secret unveiled to the public. This should be a lesson for other leaders. There is no need of hiding anything. Wow. This other person here says, this issue was buried long ago. 2001. We are talking about 20 years now. Why are we awakening things that have been long forgotten? Wow. This one here says, issues like this should be handled by an investigative journalist. And I feel that as at now, the likes of Bisi Konde and Ayo Adebanjo should be brought in by investigative journalists and ask more questions on how it all happened. What is their suspicion? What really happened before the overall man, Obasanjo, will also be interviewed in respect to this issue. Another person here says, that had always been the aim of men who are very daring and who are fearless. They always die untimely. But we know that God will surely reward those who were behind the death of Bola Ige. Another person here says, he said, I don't know much about Bola Ige's death. But then, based on the fact that this is coming up, as a Yoruba boy, I need to dig into it and also to read about it so that I can get one or two lessons from it. So many Nigerians are speaking here, but I like to leave it there. Go to our comment section. Let's interact. You think that this may drag some other legs out based on the fact that it is so much spoken about, especially